It's time for another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Bit of a rainy Monday, huh? Yeah, kind of cool and chilly, and supposed to be highs in the 60s over the next couple of days, warming back up into the 70s towards the later part of the week, and should be a pretty nice day on Saturday. A reminder that the third annual NAMI Southwest Iowa Gala is coming up. That is going to be on Saturday in Atlantic at the Community Center, and we hope that you come out and join us. I'm going to be there, part of the entertainment, as it will. But there's going to be a silent auction, there's dinner, there's entertainment, a full evening of fun, and it's also going to be honoring some folks who lead the way in the field of mental illness. And I'm looking forward to having a wonderful evening on Saturday. I would love it if you could come out and join us. Tickets start at just $60. All the money raised, by the way, for NAMI Southwest Iowa, any money that's raised by us, and I say us because I'm on the board, stays in Southwest Iowa. We keep that money here serving the people of our communities all across Southwest Iowa. So come out, join us, and be part of a wonderful cause. You can learn about more of what's going to be happening on Saturday in Atlantic, and also get your tickets by going to the website namisouthwestiowa.org. Last week, I had told you about a wonderful couple of days that I spent at the Heartland Developers Conference, brought to you by the AIM Institute. And at that conference, I had an opportunity to have a short conversation with Mark Eckman. Now, Mark is the executive director of the Council Bluffs Convention and Visitors Bureau, but that name is a little bit of a misnomer because it actually covers all of Potawatomi County. And it gives us an update on just how much money is generated and comes through from travel, people coming from out of town and spending money inside of Potawatomi County. And it's not always in Council Bluffs. They're visiting a lot of the other communities as well. So I thought that we would highlight the Council Bluffs Convention and Visitors Bureau a little bit here today. You can go to their website and take a look at their events page and find out all of the different stuff that's going on. And the cool thing about it is if you have an event coming up, you can let them know so they can let everyone else know and get it on their website. So it's the website, by the way, is UnleashCB.com. But as I said, it's more than Council Bluffs. It's really for all of Potawatomi County. So we're going to bring you that Mark Eckman interview that we recorded last week today on Local Roots. Blake Hunter is your trusted realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and he knows our local market around Southwest Iowa. He's dedicated to helping you find the perfect place to call home. And whether you are a first-time home buyer, upgrading, or ready to sell, Blake is here to guide you every step of the way. Visit blakehunter.homes. Start hunting for your dream home with confidence. Do you or does someone you love need in-home care? Home Care Advocacy Network helps you maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place is critical for many people. Home Care Advocacy Network meets those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. Visit them online at hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. Well, as we said, there is a lot going on all around Southwest Iowa, and by going to the website UnleashCB.com, you can learn about everything that's happening, not just in Council Bluffs, but all across the region. And like tonight coming up, the Trainer Farmers Market. This is all stuff that I found on the UnleashCB site. There is gentle yoga with Katie Stratman happening at the Hitchcock Nature Center tonight. Also, Hitchcock has a full moon hike this evening. The Fall Fest kickoff is coming up on Friday in Walnut. That will be in front of Frosting Inc. Also on Friday, if you're not headed to Walnut, maybe you'd like to take in family movie night at the Orchard. That's Ditmar's Orchard and Vineyard, and you can see Casper. Then on Saturday at Arrowhead, the Park Chili Cook-Off, that's going on from 4 to 7. The 17th Annual Walnut Fall Fest Antique Show in downtown Walnut, Saturday and Sunday. Hawkwatch Appreciation Days at Hitchcock. Oh, here's a good event. Maisie and Marley's Purpose Blue Jean Ball happening at West Fairgrounds and Amphitheater. That is coming up on Saturday from 5 to 10. Lots of different things going on, and we encourage you to go to UnleashCB.com and take a look at just some of the events that are happening. All right, let's bring you the interview that we did last week with Mark Eckman. He is the executive director of the Council Bluffs Convention and Visitors Bureau. Thanks for coming over to the conference. This has been pretty well attended and a lot of great energy going on in here.
Absolutely. As soon as I walked in the front door here to the convention center, I could kind of sense that people right at the door to greet me, and then seeing them milling around of folks, and I know that even more behind doors, listening to sessions.
Now, to have an event like this coming into Council Bluffs and being held here at the Mid-America Center, and you can tell that it's worked very well. How this is laid out, and to be able to serve AIM Institute and for the Heartland Developers Conference. This is a big thing for the community.
Absolutely. The Mid-America Center is really ideally suited for conferences of this size, where you have a banquet space for some of the main sessions and the luncheons and the other functions, and then breakout rooms along with the pre-function area too. Not to mention the free parking is kind of nice, ease of access, all of that stuff, and anyone staying overnight, of course, we've got so many hotel rooms surrounding the Mid-America Center.
Well, talk a little bit, because we have an announcement we're going to make, but talk about your work with the Council Bluffs Convention and Visitors Bureau. I've known about you for a while. I've known about the great work that you do, but tell us a little bit more about why this exists and the importance of it for the area.
Absolutely. Whether people see something going on, whether it's a public event or not, this is serving a purpose in terms of convening people for entertainment purposes, for educational purposes, like this particular conference. Athletic events, a number of those happen here. Dance and cheer, wrestling, a lot of wrestling happens here. It all is a way of bringing people together and drawing in visitors, which in turn, they stay overnight, they dine out, they do some shopping, and they leave money behind. Isn't that nice of those visitors? We collect here in Pottawatomie County more than $336 million over the course of a year. That's according to Tourism Economics in 2023. So we know that number is growing. And it's just kind of mind-blowing thinking, well, gee, little Council Bluffs, it's not a Vegas, it doesn't have mountains or beaches or a theme park, but nevertheless, being at the intersection of I-29 and I-80 creates an ease of access, and we bring people together for a whole host of reasons.
Yeah, no, we don't have the beach, we don't have the mountains, but what we do have is very unique to our area, and I think that as these events come together and we bring people in from out of town, they see that and they say, I had no idea that all of this was here. And, growth has been a conversation that's been going on for a while now in our area. What better way to do it, and what better way to expose people to what it is that we have to offer?
Absolutely. I think people don't realize that in their own backyard they have so many things going on that draw people here. Of course, maybe some folks think of the casinos and Stir Concert Cove with the performances there on an annual basis. But we have the Iowa West Fieldhouse right next door to the MAC, as well as the Iowa West Sportsplex and the Council Bluffs Recreation Center facility, fields and whatnot. All of those are a reason to bring competitions here, conferences for the facilities that we have at the MAC, as well as hotels, and then a number of recreational things that you can do on your own. Hiking in the Les Hills, taking in the Missouri River and the Bob Carey Pedestrian Bridge, and of course the railroad history.
Well, we mentioned an announcement, and I'm sure that you are excited about this, that AIM Institute has decided they're bringing Heartland Developers Conference back here again next year.
That's wonderful. It takes advantage of this facility. It incurs, food and beverages costs and expenses, as well as rentals that help, underwrite the expenses here at the MAC. It may not seem like it's bustling with public functions, but there's so many private conferences and like this that happen here that it really underscores our economy, helps underwrite that $336 million. Again, a third of $1 billion with a B expenditures happening, and most of that's in Council Bluffs, although it is also throughout the entire county, but most of it is happening right here in town.
Yeah, it's the Mid-America Center to me is, it gets used a lot, but it just seems to not be as busy as it could be. And it's such a wonderful facility.
Yeah, just really outstanding staff that probably don't get the accolades that they deserve in terms of following up with clients. I know when the Iowa Association of Business Industry had their Taking Care of Business conference here, they had everything addressed. They had a very successful event, and this was more than 300 business leaders from across the state. What a great audience to be able to pull into Council Bluffs, see this facility, but also see the rest of the city and the county.
Well, I'm gonna give this to you. I tell everybody that I can about this because I'm crossing my fingers that we can get a sign put up outside of town that says Council Bluffs, the biggest small town in Iowa.
Right.
Because I mean, you're here. You know that we have over 60,000 people. We're spread out, but it feels like a small town. Just a lot of it.
Yeah, very welcoming, very approachable. Folks say, good morning to you, whether it's a stranger or a friend. And yeah, it's very easy to get around here too.
Well, again, Mark, thank you for your time. Thanks for the work that you're doing. And we'll be talking again real soon, I'm sure. All kinds of great information at UnleashCB.com. I'm looking forward to working with these guys. They do some great work, and they are responsible for publicizing all of the wonderful things that are happening in our area. And they do a great job doing it. Another thing, well, I told you a little bit ago, one of the things that's posted on the UnleashCB site is a Fall Fest coming up in Walnut. Well, at the kickoff event coming up this Friday out in front of Frosting Inc., you're going to be able to find Jamie Bush, and she'll have her trailer there with Unique Boutique Iowa. You'll find trendy clothing, accessories, distinctive gifts, and then she'll be open Saturday and Sunday back at her shop at 101 4th Street in Neola. So you can always shop online at shopubiowa.com. Once again, the NAMI Southwest Iowa 3rd Annual Hope Illuminated Gala presented by Marla Care is coming up this Saturday at the Cass County Community Center in Atlantic. Please come join us. Get your tickets today at NAMISouthwestIowa.org. That's going to wrap up today's show. Thank you so much for being a part of it. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.